good to not include. Go ahead, tell us, Chris, what'd you do?
Nothing, man. Now you gotta put me on blast on.
Hey, bro, nobody's
No, I
watching
said
this shit.
I,
Let's go.
I said since, I said since I dropped my Elite controller last week and I had to get it fixed, I sent it in to get it fixed last Friday. It came in today, but I wasn't home, so I got to go pick it up at the FedEx tomorrow, hopefully.
You set your controller to get fixed, and in the meat, so you're gonna return the one that you bought now, or
No, I'm gonna keep it. That's what my ally, because it works Bluetooth with the ally or it works with the dongle with the ally.
let us see it again. Let us see it again.
Let me see. Let me put this sexy beast over here. Well, it's like
I ain't gonna lie, that shit is sexy.
look at that.
I like it. I like it.
You see it? It says Republic of Gamers on it.
Yeah. So what does the
And
screen
then
do
it-
while you're playing? It just loops whatever you put on there.
Yeah, and you could actually modify it to put whatever you want on that screen.
Okay.
You could put like different little things on it, like little gifts, I guess.
Mhm.
Like I see some guy did like a little dog one and a bunch of different ones, and you could put, like, put your name or tag on it. A bunch
That'll
of
be
different
sick.
things. It's pretty cool.
That'll
You
be
can change the RBG colors. The only and it has like the Elite has buttons in the back for you to program them, but you can't program it through the Xbox. You got to do it through Asus.
Hold up.
Army Crate.
I thought this would look cool, but I'm not sure now. Hold on.
Oh, you can drive a TV. I can't see what it is.
All right, never mind. I gotta learn cameras before I start trying to play that
Yeah.
shit off. We almost had something cool
but
in
yeah,
the
man.
background, but whatever.
But yeah, it's a pretty cool controller. The stick's a little higher than what I'm used to because I like the way I have my stick set up on my Elite. I have one lower, one higher, But I do love my Elite, man. I miss my Elite. I think I play better with my Elite.
Don't be
Especially
using
when it
those
comes to
excuses.
first. No. I'm serious. Especially with first-person shooters and stuff like that. Because I have it all set up on my Xbox the way I want it, like the curve and the analog dead zones and the triggers and all that stuff. I had all that set up.
Dead zones
This
and
one I have to
everything. I
go
didn't know you
through.
were that techie. Yeah, come set my shit up.
This one, this one I have to go through like a Armory Crate app on the Asus on the Ally, but it's not on the Armory Crate. It comes with it. I have to download a new one. I haven't done it yet, so I could set up everything else on it. I just haven't done it yet. I just plug and play with the Xbox, and it's like no latency. It's pretty smooth.
I like it.
Pretty nice.
I like it a
Yeah.
lot. So yeah, welcome peeps.
Yeah.
We are back on another episode of ViceCityGamerz podcast, where we talk shit and hang out, and that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Making appropriate comments about people in wheelchairs, like BJ does.
Oh shit, bringing
What are
it
you
back,
talking about, bro?
bringing it back.
Nothing there that we said was inappropriate.
Yeah, we got a little special guest here. This chick's scoping out the desk.
Fresh out from the vet.
All right, they check her
She
butthole.
decided to
She's
chill
good.
today. Yeah. All good.
You know
What
that.
did you say? What is it, sir?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. When I was little, what's up, girl?
What's up, us there?
Bro, when I was little, see, we only had like stray dogs, and I lived out in the country, so my dad would kind of let us feed the stray dogs, and at one point we had like 12 of them, but none of them were let inside the house. But one day, we had this one dog that was she wasn't originally stray, but she did live outside. She was like the king of the stray animals, and she was a German Shepherd, and that was our dog. She was the actual dog that was ours. But then one day, it was early in the morning, my dad was heading out to work, and she would love to bite at the car tires as you were leaving. It's ridiculous. And then all of a sudden, one day by accident, he runs her over, and he's like, "Oh shit!" So he decides, like, "Damn, man, like the kids are gonna lose it. Let me go take this dog to the vet." Bro, the dog's leg was broken, is fractured in 4 places, and it ended up costing $4,000 to fix the fucking dog in the 90s. In the 90s, so that's like what, $6,500 now.
Jesus, like 10 grand now probably.
Bro, let me tell you, my dad would. He was like, "You guys can't have animals after what I just paid to fix this dog that lives outside and chases our car down the street and shit." But one thing I'll never forget is going to the doctor for a follow-up visit, and they stuck a stick like that long up,
A thermometer.
yeah,
Up,
right,
up.
and it was
Oh,
like a scooper, and they brought it out. I was like, oh my god, like what the hell?
Do a fecal exam. Do a
Yeah,
fecal exam.
I guess so. A little taste test.
how big
So
was this dog?
It was like that.
Oh my god!
But it was thin. It was,
how,
and the dog was like
so
freaking
how did
out.
you know?
Mhm.
How did you know you had a straight dog, not a bi dog?
Well, she was a female, so I don't know.
Oh,
But
but
it
she was
went in the
straight. She
pooper.
wasn't bi.
I don't know, man. I never asked her. Bro, yeah. So that was the first and last pet we actually we had fish.
Damn.
They didn't make it.
But fish don't. Man, fish are boring.
Yeah, it became an experiment
Fish
of
is
how
so
long you
boring.
could go without cleaning the fish tank. Pretty bad.
All right, boys. So what's going on?
Yeah, man. So without further
What you
ado,
guys been playing?
playing. Anybody want to start
What
this
are you
off?
playing?
What are you playing?
Nah, it's
What
all
are
you
you
guys.
BJ does
How's
all.
You guys have
Mass
been playing.
Effect going? Let's do that.
Yeah, let's do
Good,
that.
man. I had to take a little bit of a break because I've had a lot of shit with work, and I've been doing this new weird thing called getting enough sleep, and it's really weird, but it's a game changer. It makes you feel pretty good. But
Makes you feel rested the next day, right?
yeah, dude. But I got like 15 hours into Mass Effect 2, and I started playing it
Nice.
like right after the previous podcast. So in 2 weeks, 15 hours, that's pretty good. Pretty good for an adult with family.
Mm-hmm.
And bro, it is a massive leap from the first one. Like I liked the first one. I thought it was good. But if the second one was gonna be just like the first one, I probably wouldn't have been able to make it through it. But it's just better, man. Better graphics.
Oh, you're
Uh,
talking about mechanically speaking, correct?
in all senses. The story's much better. They actually put
I don't know about much better.
yeah. Well, okay. Well, so far I'm pretty impressed. Like the quests and stuff. You know, picking up like reassembling your team, going back to where the Normandy crash site. Even though that was kind of like a whatever mission, it was cool to like go
Mm-hmm.
back and see the ship. And then he has back flashes of each one of those sections of the ship. I thought that was cool. I thought it was you know, paying tribute to the first game. Um and it's got these little videos, like you know, FMVs, like the little, you know, little. Goddamn, what do you call this shit? Um, you know, cutscenes, cutscenes. It's got cutscenes and shit. I was like, dude, I'm enjoying it, and even like the random missions are not as crappy because before sometimes it felt like the mission was go talk to this person, go talk to that person, go into a base, kill 4 or 5 guys, and then the mission's over. It was very boring sometimes in the first game, but in the second one, like there's a little bit more to them, bro. I'm really liking it so far. So, and I was
Yeah.
blasted. I was trying to squeeze in like 2 hours every time I would sit down and play, which is
I,
a lot for me.
I watched a couple of times on your stream when you were doing the streaming of it
Yeah.
on Twitch. Was it on
Oh, on
was
Discord.
it Twitch or we did on Discord? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I streamed it a little bit on Discord. Speaking of Discord, I'm
That's
hoping
cool.
soon to jump on with my buddy Marcel and my boss, but to jump and play Fortnite. They've been playing Fortnite forever. They usually
Oh
play,
wow.
yeah, they usually play from like, well, I don't know, like up until 10. So I might get to play with them for like an hour. I was never into Fortnite, never wanted to give it the time of day, but I played it a little bit at my nephew's house the other day, and I was like, as long as there's
Yeah.
no build, I'll mess with it.
Yeah. That's one thing. That's why I get getting spanked. The whole building thing of it, I never get the hang of it. So
Hate
you
it.
know, but I was never a big Fortnite. For me, it was Call of Duty
No.
or Battlefield. It was
I-
red.
Fortnite is an acquired taste, I think.
Yeah.
A little
Yeah,
too
it
cartoony.
has their own demographics.
Yeah.
Mostly mostly 5-year-olds. Just kidding.
I thought you were gonna say something else.
No,
Oh God,
squeakers.
here he goes.
Bunch of squeakers.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
BJ, you want to go next, or you want to go to Chris?
Nah, Chris, take this.
Oh no,
take
you
the
know what
reins.
you know what I've been playing? Everything under the damn sun right now.
I know you've been
Xbox
watching.
just
Trash.
no. Hang on. Before we get into that, before you hurt my feelings again.
Oh boy. Let me start
Let's
pulling
not
up
go there. Let's
images
not
of
go there.
Daredevil.
I know.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Anyways, no. So I've, Xbox just released Devil. What's it? Diablo 3 on Game Pass. So I played a little bit of that. I really like 4, man. I mean, people had a big issue before because of the whole reset of your stats at the end of every season. Whatever, it doesn't matter to me. But Diablo 4 is pretty good. But the main thing I'm still playing is when I can is Shadows, Assassin's Creed. I got like maybe 20 hours put into it right now. Man, I still get hyped. I still get hyped with that damn game. I love it. I love it. My favorite Assassin's Creed game right now.
Damn, that's
Stuff.
awesome.
Yeah, like today I went from they show a little cutscene with the scenery changes, and it goes from this like I guess autumn into winter, and you see the snow falling and everything, and it was really neat, man. It was so cool. Like I said, like my favorite thing is when you're walking around and all of a sudden it just starts raining. You know, you hear the rain, and that's so cool, man. That's so cool.
I heard
Like
good
I love
things
it.
about it.
Ghost of Tsushima type of deal.
Right. But you know what, man? I love Ghost of Tsushima. Don't get me wrong, and I hope they make a part 2 instead of the one they're making right now. Do more of his story like later on. That would be pretty cool. Um, but I'm liking the combat in this one a lot. Sure, a lot better, I think. I was having issues with certain like combos, and then I realized it's because I dropped my controller and my right bumper wasn't working anymore. That's when I figured out that I had to get my controller fixed. But yeah, man, it's a great game, man. I mean, I don't know what the whole controversy behind the game is, and remember, I sent you a couple of texts not so long ago. Some of the people were just reviewing it on Xbox, and then
Yeah.
we're saying I'm not even gonna waste my time on this. I'm just gonna give it 1 star because it's shit. If I even playing it, let me tell you exactly the same quote that the guy said because that really pissed me off because you're giving the game a bad rap without even playing it and just to be an ass. And I didn't like that, man. It says this is why we're joke. The West developers keep trying to push this woke BS. The East developers are light years ahead of us, right? That's one of them. The other one says I didn't even bother playing it. 1 star.
Bro,
So how can you
it's funny they're
rate?
talking about the East is ahead of us or whatever, which is actually
Right,
bullshit because everything is so um what's the word I'm thinking? Everything is so restricted in other countries. Things like blood in Mortal
right,
Kombat. The reason that blood showed up as sweat was because there's other countries that didn't want that. And there's all censored is the word that I was thinking. So if
right.
that were true, that whoever made that statement couldn't be further from the truth because it doesn't work like that. But anyways,
Right. So no, but this is the comment where it says I didn't bother to play. I didn't bother playing it. Right. Only left a 1 star to balance the fake 5 star reviews. That's what he said. So you're gonna give this. You're gonna bring the rating of the game down because of no reason whatsoever, just because you don't want to. You didn't even bother touching it. You didn't even bother spending 20 minutes, an hour in the game, and really giving it a chance and a try, and then all of a sudden you just come here, if I even played the game, pooping on it. I mean, I wish there was something that could be done in the industry that you're only allowed to review a game if you played it for more than let's say 5 hours. Then you could give a fair review.
totally
I don't know
agree.
if it
You
was this on the last podcast or were we talking like
no,
ourselves
no.
about
This is
this?
our we're talking about it about this.
Yeah. So I'd say like it should be your gamer tags associated with
Right,
the review there.
right.
And say you get 50% of the game done, then you can review, I don't know, 500 words
You
or whatever.
right.
And then
Give it a fair review.
75, 2,000 words, and then
Right,
complete a game, say whatever the fuck you want, like
right,
Yeah,
right.
that's
some
But
shit
a
like
don't
that.
just
great idea.
don't shit in the game if I didn't even play it, man. I mean, come on, you give it a 1 star review for what? For nothing, just because
Yeah, but those are those
you want to be a
people that
dick.
should be
Yeah,
ignored,
man.
bro.
Yeah, there should be like a
I know. It
credibility
just bothered
system.
me.
There should be like an online
I know.
credibility for that kind of thing. Like, oh, this person is known to put like bad reviews and stuff like that, or is negative about everything or something like that, and then that should get pushed to the bottom. There should be like some kind of a review system where you know I don't know. Like I feel like Amazon does that when you review certain things. If people like thumb up your review, like it kind of pushes you up, and you're like, this is somebody you can listen to.
Yeah, I
But
know,
man,
but it's just garbage, man. I think it's
Well,
crap to go do
sometimes
that.
they're not entirely wrong, but you're playing that shit now. So is it woke?
Well, no, it's not. But I'm just saying,
Ah,
wrong.
then it
How can you
should
be
be
entirely wrong? I mean,
disregarded.
how can it not be entirely wrong, right?
Well,
When
I'll
the
tell
guy
you right
didn't even
now,
play it.
when I
The
get
guy,
it, but there's
yeah,
some stuff that I just stopped watching because that whole woke shit.
yeah,
She-Hulk,
Halo.
fucking this new Captain America crap with all this racism and all this dumb shit, Like
Hmm.
I don't want to spend my money on that stuff. So the whole thing leading up into Shadows was that the black samurai or whatever, but that guy's really an actual
Historical
gangster.
figure.
You know,
Yeah,
true story.
it's
I
just
mean,
people pick little shit. I guarantee you, it's a small minority of people that are saying all this crap
right.
Yeah, I mean the
But either
compared
game
to
way,
got good
all the
reviews.
best that the game sold buku like
right,
Yeah.
in just
right.
a week. So it's all bullshit. What's going down?
No, but and you know what? I've read a lot of people online, like either on Instagram or on Facebook or whatever, saying that this has to be either their first or their second favorite Assassin's Creed game
Damn, that's
because
big.
yeah, I mean they're enjoying it. I mean they're liking it, and they actually gave it a try, and they sold, and hopefully this helps Ubisoft,
This is the
But
setting that I've been waiting for too. This
what's
this
that?
whole going to Japan. I've been waiting for Assassin's Creed to do this for
Right.
years. After
Yeah, I
Black
know.
Flag, I thought it was a wrap.
Right.
He's been waiting to hop
Right.
on all this time. Hop
Hop
on,
on,
dude.
dude.
Sorry, bro. Had to do it.
No, but yeah, but stuff like that does bother me because I'm the type of person that gives everything a fair chance. I'm gonna even if I don't like the brand, if I don't like, let's say, what Marvel is doing with the new shows and this and that, I still give it a try. I mean, BJ and I are disagreeing on Daredevil right now because I love Daredevil. I
I
loved everything
thought
about it.
I was a
I,
nice guy, but apparently,
Nice
no,
guy.
bro.
God dang,
I'm
you
not the only
buried that
one.
shit. I can't wait to
I
hear
know.
about it.
I'm not the only
That's
one.
our
I
first
mean, there's a
topic.
lot of people out there that are loving the show. I really loved it. I mean, don't get me wrong. Is Daredevil Born Again? It's not
you
like the
throwing that
comic book.
love word around here way too much, bro.
Yeah, because I really did like it. I absolutely loved it from the
There's a
beginning to the
difference
end of it.
between lust and love.
It's both for me. I'm a lusty lover, buddy.
That boy's licking
No,
the
but
rim of that
like I said,
shit.
I
Hot
really liked it.
Tua.
Man. I thought it was great. There's a lot of differences between Born Again and the comic book and Born Again and the show, but I take it for what it is. I enjoyed it. I liked it. I was looking forward to the next episode. The first episode started off with a bang, literally, right? Started with a bang, and then the end of the episode. I mean, I'm not going to say anything yet about the ending of the episode, the
Say it.
last one, but
Except
Say
for the
it.
worst season finale ever.
no, man, no,
Oh
because
no!
it's setting
Oh
up.
my bad.
Hey,
I thought we were
don't
on
worry
the
about
No,
same page.
spoiling it, man. I'm never gonna watch that. Tell me. And
that would be Halo episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It doesn't the word season finale in
Well,
like 8
no, no,
episodes.
no. The worst series of
spoilers.
all time. I get
Spoilers.
you. I get you. I agree.
Halo. I
But
mean,
man,
spoilers, spoiler alert. But I enjoyed it. I mean, there's a lot of big differences between, like I said, the comic book and in the show, because in the comic Born Again, like Daredevil Born Again, Karen, which is was Daredevil's love interest in season 1 or 2 of the show, she leaves New York to become an actress and ends up becoming a porn actress and addicted to heroin. Right?
damn, I like this.
But you
Damn.
didn't like that. But yeah, so that's way dark, right? So she
Dark.
becomes addicted to heroin, and she's the one who sells Daredevil's secret identity over for a shot of heroin,
Bro, rock.
right?
Nice.
So then this whole thing with Born Again, the comic book itself, that's when Wilson Fisk finds out who Daredevil is, and he starts anybody who knows who Daredevil is kills him off because he wants to be the only one to know. But he also does things in that book that cause Daredevil to become unhinged. Like he makes him like he has connections in the IRS, right? And with those connections, he makes him like go broke, take all his money. So basically, the man is already homeless and this and that, and a bunch of things that it gets to a point that Daredevil is so down and out that he starts hallucinating, and he can't differentiate between reality, what's real and what's fake.
And he can't see reality either, so that makes things worse.
Well, but yeah, so imagine the guy's blind, so he doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't know if it's real or if it's not. And that's just Wilson freaking Kingpin manipulating him throughout this whole series of Born Again. But I'm gonna let you guys get a chance to read
in the show at all.
No, because it was different. I mean, it was different.
Oh, I'll tell you different. You want to get into it? You want to
get into it? I know you didn't play anything, BJ. So let's just get into it.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Fast forward to the rest of the fucking podcast if you want to hear shit.
Spoilers.
Because it's about to get dirty.
Spoilers.
Yo, let's just start with episode 1, right?
Okay.
Episode 1 goes down. There's a nice fight in process. Pretty quick, but whatever. And this guy's 3D printed mask falls off his fucking head. Right? So now we know, not only that, he loses himself in the first episode. It just happens that the guy didn't pass away. You understand? Are we getting into full spoilers?
But why did he lose himself in the first episode, right? Because his best friend right?
gets killed, right?
By Bullseye, right?
Let me ask you something. If this motherfucker, and I'm sorry for cursing, but this bothers the shit out of me. This entire season, this guy, the leader of the Hand at one point, is getting his ass whipped by everybody that he comes across. Everybody and their mom whoops this guy's ass. Daredevil was barely shown, and like in the suit, like he only has like 3 appearances the entire season. It's kind of like the opposite of Master Chief. Actually, it's the same shit. He doesn't have his helmet on the entire season.
This season.
Yeah. So Daredevil's gone. Like 7 episodes without this guy, and then he makes his appearance in the last 2. And then, if you're in a room, like picture this: I'm blind, whatever. My other senses are enhanced. I'm in a room, a ballroom. That's a huge party, loud as fuck. DJ playing, everybody dancing, and then I just like doom, and he just focuses on the other side of the damn room. Upstairs even, and here's this guy walk through the fucking doors and cocks the gun and then jumps in front of it. It's like, come on, bro, like this is retarded.
Part of his,
every busy ass place, this dude can be on the streets of New York City with rush hour traffic, beep beep beep, and he's just like 2 buildings away, I hear the cops coming up the 2nd floor. I'm like, golly, bro.
Well, this
shit is so retarded.
It's Xavier.
But so this is saying the same thing as they say Superman, right? Superman does the same thing. Superman could focus on a single sound, right?
Superman, we're talking about.
Yeah.
We're not talking about a blind man who just has his senses in hand.
But this is his
somebody
superpower.
who's really used to being blind.
Shit translated. Come on.
No,
dude.
but
listen,
this nigga can go one-on-one with Iron Fist. He getting his ass whooped by everybody. Muse was the dumbest fucking serial killer dude. I like the premise, like, oh, I'm a serial killer. I get the blood from my victims and I paint a nice mural on the fucking graffiti building. That was dope. But like, how does Muse beat him?
Well, so you have to go back. You have to read about Muse.
He's a Taekwondo expert. Well, no, not even an expert. He just did it when he was a kid.
When he was a kid, and so he knows how to throw. It's like saying you know how to fight because you did Brazilian jiu-jitsu when you were younger, right? And you did some MMA, so the same thing with you. You know, might not be an MMA expert.
Okay, but I'm gonna go up against fucking Ilya Taporia now.
I'm
gonna go fight John Jones because I did it before.
But you still go against a sergeant and punch him in the mouth and beat him.
Oh my god, dude.
And now 1 episode can go by.
That's 2 in a row. Oh, God.
We got Halo, check. That, check.
No,
Um,
no, that's not what
listen,
happened. I don't like fighting, first of all. Secondly, Daredevil got his shit pushed in the entire damn show. Tell me why he jumps in on Kingpin and saves him at the end from Bullseye. Then tell me why, if it wasn't for Frank Castle in this season, this entire season would have been straight trash. I get a season overall like a 3 out of 10, and that's just because Frank Castle
nah,
made an appearance.
Damn.
I think you're a hater.
And
Visceral.
then he lets him, like, yo, that was the most uneventful season finale I've ever seen in my life. He let this guy get captured. They didn't even do shit. The fucking Karen came back. Bro, throw that bitch away. She was so annoying at the end of the second season. Then she started crying like a bitch in the first season. I mean, in this season. Born again. Yo, I was liking Karen, not good. I don't know. This whole shit was just mopped.
I think you're being too critical of it. I think because I know you've been dissatisfied with Marvel for a long time. So anything they do now, you're being super critical about it, and not and taking it way.
No, because the Punisher came back and mopped. He made everybody look like shit, and the shit that he was saying was amazing, bro. Yo, tell me how Daredevil lost his shit in the beginning. He's got every reason now to just let Frank Castle. Hey, he ain't got to be the one to pull the trigger. Hey, Punisher's there, dog. Let him kill everybody.
No, but that's whole thing about. But that's
that motherfucker killed.
Story with superheroes and morality. The thing was, there's always this thing with superheroes and morality. Always.
That's why I like Punisher. He's got no morality.
Batman's the same way. Batman won't kill. Right.
Only Batman could play that game. He would mop everybody.
No. So it's a morality game. So he went unhinged when he pushed Benjamin Poindexter, freaking Bullseye, off the roof because he killed his friend, his best friend, and he was so unhinged that he just threw him off the roof. Lucky that son of a bitch survived. Right.
Lucky.
So the whole thing from then on is him not wanting to be that person, that dark devil that made him push Poindexter off the roof. He doesn't want to be that guy. He wants to put bad people away. I was gonna say something else. Holy shit, I almost slipped. He wants to put bad people away.
Jesus Christ.
He wants to put bad people away.
Talking about you, dog.
He wants to put bad people away and save the innocent. So the whole episode at the end, the last final episode, made sense to me because he wasn't the one who got Foggy killed. It was his wife who got Foggy killed, right?
And so where did that lead them?
But I'm saying, but that's just Kingpin being a piece of shit regardless.
But they closed out the season with no fucking ties closed. Not one storyline of that shit was closed.
That has nothing to do with the morality of Daredevil. That has to do with Kingpin being a piece of shit. And you notice at the end what kind of a piece of shit he is. Because he has all these politicians.
Oh, yeah.
Vigilantes and caged up. And who else was caged up? Punisher. Punisher was caged up, right?
Frank Castle. Oh, not for long. You saw he escaped that.
Yeah. I know. Well, we'll get there. But
or he used that guy's hand to like beat his meat.
Right.
Whoa. What episode was that? I'll go check it out.
Season finale.
But this whole season setting up because they're gonna bring the Defenders back. They're gonna bring Luke Cage back. They're gonna bring Jessica Jones back. Hopefully they
need an army.
Hopefully, exactly. So this makes sense. They're gonna end like this, an open end show. So when the Defenders come out, it's gonna be all those guys against the Kingpin, right?
No.
And Poindexter, because Poindexter's still out there. Luke, I don't think they caught him yet.
What does Jessica Jones do? Does she have any powers?
Nothing except for complain and get drunk. She
doesn't. She have like human? She got superhuman strength.
She's a retard.
Yeah. Hey, that first season of Jessica Jones was fire. I don't want to hear that.
Oh my god, that's another terrible thing. Look, these people right now that are running these shows are driving these things into the ground.
You sure you didn't write that freaking comment on that freaking game, bro? The 1-star shit.
I watched the entire season. Thank you very much. If I want to put 1 star, I am justified.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now,
Listen,
that shit did not translate well. How you got like 10 story arcs and not one of them's wrapped in the season finale? Not
I
one.
mean, El
Done.
Tigre was rapping one in one episode.
El Tigre
White Tiger was rap.
okay. They found a killer, and he did nothing. Who's the one that threw that grenade? Was it him?
No. It wasn't him.
They didn't even show who threw the fucking grenade.
They somebody threw a grenade inside from the window, something like that.
Okay, they didn't even show who it was.
But he heard
Tell
a
me
grenade.
how.
That's weird.
So
He heard a grenade.
they found out who El Tigre Loco's killer was,
What, the White Tiger.
and it was a Punisher fanboy, and then boom, nothing.
But that's once again. I mean, you have Frank Castle, who's the polar opposite of Daredevil. Frank Castle kills without mercy. He doesn't care who it is. He's gonna kill you regardless. He's there to end you.
You know
Daredevil's
what's so
Daredevil's
I
never
understand
been.
what you're saying.
It's
I
like
get it.
Spider-Man.
But check this out. Daredevil's been getting his shit pushed in the entire season. If there was ever a season for him to snap, it would be that time because he got raped almost every single episode.
Well, he
Matt
snapped in the
Murdock
first
is the one
episode.
fighting, and everybody mops the floor with this guy. He's getting tore up.
Nah.
The only
you
time
saw-
that he actually won a fight handedly, but he still got hit a few times, which he should not be getting touched, is when those 2 cops went to go kill that dude in his apartment.
Well, remember the whole thing there was him not giving up his identity, right? Because they don't know who he did. They didn't know he was Daredevil yet.
How the fuck you get your
They don't
ass
know, 'cause
whooped
you-
by a blind man and you're not suspecting anything?
You got. He has to pretend he's a blind man, just like the same thing with the whole.
He is a blind man.
The bank robbery one, the bank robbery episode. The same thing. He has to pretend he's a blind man. Hey,
This guy has no superpowers. In this shit, they made him seem like. And then why can't you just say what's going on? You talking to this lady, this psychologist or whatever that almost got her shit pushed in? Even she had the balls to take out Muse and kill that dude. Cause this guy holding on. Yo, the dude murdered. Look, I don't ever want to kill somebody in my life. I pray I never have to whatever guys out there listening. But come on, dude.
But that's why Daredevil's Daredevil, not the Punisher. Now, if it was the Punisher would have killed him automatically. But he's Daredevil. It's not. It's like saying It's like comparing, let's say, Batman. Comparing Batman to who's a G and there's no really gangsters in the DC universe.
Bro, but the
Aquaman.
thing
Batman.
is that they already showed him doing that, pushing the
But
point. He threw
who's
the
a-
dude
and-
off the roof. What's to say that guy never not survived? Like if he just died, he would have been it. So you already did it. Like, bro, it's just his moral points come when there's like, I don't know, no morality to give. I thought the whole thing was faked up.
No,
It's just trash.
that's
The entire
But the-
show this season, as soon as it had some good points, that shit tanked. I was so
I loved it.
disappointed with this. And let me tell you, like Trump, it was horrible. It was horrible. Like just horrible.
Yeah, you could have said Charles Barkley. There's terrible.
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 No, I absolutely loved it. I thought it was great. I'm excited for the next season. Hopefully,
What made you love
next season-
the last season finale?
everything
so
about
much?
it?
It
'Cause
had
it leaves it
zero
open.
ties.
It leaves it open for the next season. Just like it leaves it open. I mean, in other words, it ended as saying it's going to track down every vigilante, right? And what did the Daredevil say? Now we need backup. Now we need more of us to get together to go take the Kingpin down. Not only the Kingpin, but the whole New York Police Department, right?
The entire thing is like corrupt
Yeah.
like Gotham now.
Right.
They're
The
trying
whole
to
thing.
play in too many different avenues that's not
Corruption
theirs.
sells.
You know what's funny? And my wife is my witness. I almost predicted the entire show. Every time leading up to something, I'm like, oh, this is going to happen. Oh, he going to come through. Oh, Punisher going to come save him. Yo, I predicted the entire fucking show. There's no way that shit could be good. There's no way.
You sound like a DC fanboy right now.
For one, I am DC, but I have mad love for Marvel. Mad love for
No,
Marvel, and they did
I
not
absolutely loved it.
do Daredevil justice.
I
No
think they
pun,
did.
I mean pun intended. They didn't do him justice. Sexy Red
I
was
think it was
not
great.
sexy not one time this entire show, and he only showed up in 2 episodes. Get out of here! And he was vulnerable. He was crippled. That guy got shot in his arm. Yet he's taking on like a SWAT team and shit. Get out of here, bro!
I mean, but that's okay when he does it. But
With a
when
sniper.
when Frank Castle gets shot with a bazooka right in the chest or a shotgun right in the chest, and he still gets.
Bro, Frank Castle literally swung his dick at somebody, wrapped around it, pulled, stabbed him in the damn face. Like
But I'm saying,
that.
but it's okay for Frank Castle to
Fatality.
get shot 50 times, in the arm, and it's still like, oh, I'm gonna
Frank
stitch myself
Castle's
up. I'm so
mentality
gangster.
is completely different than Daredevil. Completely different.
You guys remember
Exactly.
the
So
Punisher movie that came out way back in the day where he fights that one
yeah,
like the dude in the red and white striped shirt that was like the guy was like freaking massive and he's just
Roided.
grabbing
right.
Punisher and just smashing him throughout the whole house and the Punisher will like take out hidden guns and stuff that he's got around and everything like that. I just
Yep.
remember the absolute beating he took and then survived and whether that was like supposed to be done for a reason I feel like Punisher can take a couple of shots and keep on
It's his
fighting.
will. His will is just different. Like his soul is deteriorated after what he went through. So now all he knows is fucking rage. It's completely different than this guy. Oh, don't kill him. Don't kill him. I don't want him to die. Let me go
so
30%.
he,
And I'm
so
gonna punch him like a bitch.
he wants to. BJ wants to have two Punishers, not a Punisher and the Daredevil. He wants two
No,
Punishers.
no,
That's what
no.
he
You
wants.
can beat
No,
Daredevil, but you cannot beat this trash at Daredevil, bro. You're the leader of the hand. People do not fuck with you hand to hand combat, and you're getting spliced up every goddamn episode. Nah,
yeah, man. I mean, if you
no,
feel
no,
this way,
no.
you should feel this about Batman. Because Batman, how many
Sorry,
times has
bro.
Batman killed?
Oh,
How many
this guy
times?
participated in Taekwondo as a kid. He's not gonna tear Batman up.
I
Batman's
mean,
gonna murk
hasn't
this dude.
hasn't Penguin tore the Batman's ass up before in the past?
No, with gadgets and shit,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
mob
well,
bosses and like
okay,
a gang of
he's a
criminal people.
he's a
There's no
gadget
way that the
specialist.
Penguin touches the Batman like that.
Yeah, apparently he has.
Batman grabbed his umbrella and smacked that shit in half, bro.
He sticks it up his
He'll-
ass and opens that shit.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, look, even
But I
Jay knows.
mean,
He don't even watch this shit.
it's the same thing with like the whole
Batman ain't
morality
do
thing. Because
Batman.
Batman would have killed Joker a long time ago. All the shit that Joker's done to him, all the
I
dirty shit
get
Joker's done to Batman.
Batman's different.
How's that?
I watch
It's a
everything.
he has a moral
I
high
watch
ground.
everything
He has a moral
Batman
high
does.
ground, right?
Batman's my
And
dude.
so does Daredevil. They both have a moral high
Batman
ground.
knows how to cripple people to the brink of them dying and just let them go.
He never
Daredevil
crippled.
threw a motherfucker off like a 7-story building. He just so happened to live.
And jump down to
So
save him.
is that the pay?
And then all of a sudden he finds out that this guy is responsible for killing this dude, and then this person responsible for killing his best friend, and then da 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 and da da da. And not one thing gets resolved, and he's like, no, I don't want to kill him. The justice system is good. The justice system has not worked yet.
That's familiar.
For this dude. The justice system got this dude out, gets assassinated by cops. He tries to fucking frame these crooked cops. They get away with it. They get off fucking. Yo, the justice system in this show is straight trash. And this guy the justice system, yeah. Let me not punch him so hard. Ah.
I'm thoroughly
That's his
enjoying
morality,
this.
bro.
I'm thoroughly
His
enjoying
morality,
this.
bro.
I don't know what the
telling you,
fuck to
Jay,
think of this show.
you should watch it, dog. You should watch it for
Nah,
yourself.
I-
Tell me what the hell's going
And
on with
watch you
Disney.
love it, bro. And then
Nah,
listen to BJ's opinion, bro.
the thing is, so
BJ is scared.
the true issue I have here, and my brother's been telling me about it for a while, is that I have to catch up on all of the original Daredevil, then the Punisher. Like I
No.
almost watched the original Daredevil just so that I could watch the Punisher, and I haven't gotten around to it, man.
You only need to watch the second season
of
just to watch the Punisher.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's when he gets introduced.
Okay. Yeah, that's I definitely I love the Punisher. I love Batman, and then aside from that, and I like Superman, but like, obviously they've gone through some shit. Um, but yeah, wait, they're Marvel? Wait, Punisher's Marvel, right?
Punisher's
Yeah.
Oh,
Marvel, yeah.
my bad. See, I don't even that's how bad it is that I don't even know where they're from. But I love Punisher but I still just to dedicate all those hours to watch those episodes. Daredevil to me
I
looks
get it.
like I'm like he looks like yeah.
I love, bro. Like I said, I love it, bro. I absolutely
Bro,
love it.
this
I'm
guy
excited for the next
was
one.
wearing a 3D printed mask
What does
that
that
looked
mean?
like a plastic piece of shit. You're talking about this guy's
I mean,
superhero.
at least he
Like,
wore his mask longer than Master Chief did. I mean,
yeah, you're right, dog. When you're right, man. You know,
Master Chief wore for like 10 seconds in one episode. At least Daredevil wore for a few episodes.
Master
you're
Chief.
right. I can't argue with you on that point. You are absolutely correct, sir.
All right, so the Daredevil, it's good and it sucks. So,
It's good.
Oh,
I
it's
love it. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10, just to
damn,
offset this
Nah,
guy's 3 out of 10 point.
no, bro. No.
that's it.
Guys.
End
I
it.
love you, 9, bro. 9 out of 10. You're serious.
9.
This is how you really feel.
No, to me, no. Honestly, to me, it's an 8. Honestly, an 8
My
out of 10.
God, bro.
Maybe a
I
7.
mean, what you want
Maybe
me
a
to say?
7.
No, 8. No, it's an 8.
Nah.
I absolutely love the show, bro. The only thing that could have made the show better was him keeping the mask a little longer.
And appearing on one more episode, maybe.
No, and not getting his ass whooped by everybody, and none of the fucking justice shit falling out, and every moral decision he makes is for the wrong reason.
So,
Like,
but bro, do you gonna tell me that the Kingpin is not a evil son of a bitch, bro? At
phenomenal
the end of that
actor.
episode,
Again,
at the end of that
I lied.
episode, when he grabs him like this, and he
Just smushes
fucking
it.
rips his
Yeah.
rips his jaw out of his face, bro.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Rips his freaking bottom of the just rips it. That dude's jaw is dangling and he kills him. And that's the commissioner, the police commissioner that he does that to.
I give him 2 points for the Punisher and 1 point for Kingpin. That shit is a 3 out of 10. Everything about that show was straight trash. You have
the
10
first Latino
storylines,
superhero.
and not one gets resolved in a season finale. I watched how many episodes? Like 9 episodes of that crap, and not one thing got resolved. Nah.
I think you hate.
So yeah. How about we
hate
move
him.
on to another
I
topic?
think you hate.
Yeah.
him.
So should we
You
average the
don't
score
get
out and just say
at least
5 out of 10?
yeah, 5 out of
Nah.
10
No,
No.
because Chris is biased.
I'm not biased, bro. Look,
He's
look,
super
look,
biased,
look.
dog.
Look.
9 out of 10.
Who's
Mr.
this?
Positive.
Yeah.
Who's this right here?
That
Who's this right there?
Hey, so you see the costume on that comic? Think about going to Payless and buying a costume, and then that's Daredevil. Not
Damn.
Payless, Party City.
That's a new Green Lantern coming out.
Party
Oh,
City.
that's even worse. I know, he's in the other aisle of Party City.
Hot damn. All right, so what else did you guys want to do? You guys wanted to shit on Sony with Marathon, huh? Go ahead.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Tell me about
Ladies and
Marathon.
Oh, I might have a way different take than you guys. So go ahead.
Go ahead.
Marathon?
You go first. I'll let you go first.
No. I
No.
gotta save this shit.
Why don't you
Because
go?
I'm gonna differ from everybody here.
Really?
Are you sure? All right, go ahead, Chris. You started off then.
I thought that this was the trashiest ass showing of a game. I thought it was complete ass. I have no hope for Bungie. I think this game.
They're the ones that
It has a
directed Daredevil.
Oh shit!
They're working on a Daredevil game right now. It's gonna be pay to
Bro,
win.
Tell me how a company like Bungie, right, who's made one of the best games, first-person shooters out there of all times. The dude kept his helmet on for the whole
game.
Say it loud, baby.
Damn, how many games? The first 3 games?
Man, like 5, 6 of them motherfuckers.
Right? how can a company like Bungie, who made Destiny 1, Destiny 2, which I enjoyed them, both of them. I enjoyed the story mode for Destiny. I enjoyed the multiplayer. Now, don't get me wrong, I played it for a few months and then I was done with it. But Halo, to this day, is one of my favorite games. Not my top 5 games, but one of my favorite games.
Whoa.
Right?
Xbox guy says it here. Halo is not one of his
No,
top
no,
five.
no. It's just
Oh, hey, don't
I
twist this
need
shit.
I need a stenographer here,
No, no.
please. Stenographer.
The Halo trilogy is
Um,
an instant classic, and
it's a
Bungie
classic,
is
100%,
created
100%.
that.
On PS5, it's gonna be an
Because I
instant
have all the
classic.
games that are my favorite games, like Gran Turismo, Final Fantasy 7, Gears of War. You know, those are my favorites. How can a company like Bungie let something like this happen and put something out like this? That game looked to me like it was complete ass, bro. I did not. I watched when after I sent you that video. I listened to what they were saying for a minute, and then I showed some of the gameplay, and it looked like what the hell is this? It's like it didn't to me. It didn't look complete. It looked like it was. They said it was running at 100 or 60 frames per second. It didn't look like 60 frames per second to me. I think that if PlayStation goes out of business next year or the year after, it's because of Bungie.
Damn, like
Bungie,
that.
they pay so much money. They pay money for this company to put out a triple freaking A game, and what have they done?
Bro,
They bought
Put out
Bungie for a
Marathon.
steal, dog.
yeah, they got Bungie for
Bro,
cheap. They got them on the cheap.
but either way, I mean, you
I think
still
that
pay for it.
they're not it looks like that they blew their load with Halo and
Destiny.
Destiny. Thank you. Um, two different games, both first person, but aside from that, very different. And wait, Halo, you could play third person also, or only first? I feel like I've seen third person gameplay.
No, so when
Third
you
person
go
when
to
you're
assassinate somebody,
Oh,
when you go to assassinate somebody or jump in a car or something, it'll go
that's
to
where
a
the
third
okay.
person
That's
real
why I
quick.
could picture.
But
Okay,
it's first person all the way.
so you've got those two that are different in the same, not even the same genres, but they're both first person. I feel like they knocked it out of the park with that kind of stuff. And then I feel like after that they had no creativity, and or they ran out of it, or they had no more ideas. And then it seems like when Sony bought them, they did what I guess Phil and the crew did with Redfall. Was it Redfall, the vampire thing, where they were like, "Oh, you guys got
Right.
something going? Do your thing. Let us know when you're done." Instead of saying like, "Hey, let me see what you've got, what you've got going on and everything." And that guy that just retired from I'm not good with the Sony head names, but the younger guy that just
Fake
retired.
fan.
Yeah. No, I believe it or not, I like the games and the console. I don't follow all that stuff. We don't have religious
Phil
leaders here.
Spencer.
We don't have a Phil Spencer, no. But the guy that he's been doing interviews all over, the PlayStation guy, he was the kind of guy you could tell that he was a headhunter. The guy that would show up and be like, "Oh yeah, so this is the thing that's coming out in a couple months. Let me take a look at that. And if it's
It's
shit,
not the guy that was dodging the court.
I don't. What are you talking about?
The one that they subpoenaed that didn't show up for court. It's not that guy.
No, I don't
It's
think
not who you're
so.
talking about.
No, he's
Okay.
the guy that just retired. That he has the hair slicked back. He's been doing a bunch of interviews. He did one with Destin like a week or two ago, 2 weeks ago or something like that. Anyways, I feel like if he was around, I mean, then again, he may have been around during that time. Somebody needed to be on top of it. But, anyways, I gotta say first and foremost, that's not my genre. Like, I don't really like. I've played Halo and I enjoyed it, but I didn't play a lot of it. I played Destiny and I enjoy it, but I didn't play a lot of it. So when I see this game, I'm like, okay, it looks like one of those games. Um, but the art style is obviously very different. And the art style, I would give it a chance. I would say I think it looks kind of cool, the little mechanics and stuff like that. But I would like to see what it looks like in actual gameplay, because the gameplay that they showed is kind of like the all right, so you're gonna come around the corner and I'm gonna do this, and that. Ready, set, go. And it's like preset things, like when you see the people on the Nintendo Switch trailer, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, meet me over there! Oh my god, I can't believe you just beat me. You threw a shell at me. Like, shut the fuck up." Like the people aren't
Sounds
talking
like
like that.
Daredevil.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe Diddy plays like that,
Bro,
but I don't know about anybody else.
It looked like Fortnite skins that they just put in the game, bro. That's what it looked like to me.
It looks to me like a generic thing. And I gotta add one more thing since we're talking about bad PlayStation games, potentially bad. I think that if it was a free to play game, it has a lot of potential. But $40,
Right.
I don't know how many people are gonna play that. Well, then again, they did it with
Helldivers.
Helldivers. Thank you. But
Helldivers
anyways,
is fun as hell.
yeah. But hey, that game might be fun as hell. I don't know. I don't know. But I will say, where is the Xbox tax, bro? Xbox starts making good things, and nobody's shitting on them. PlayStation makes
Oh no.
Concord and all that stuff, and everybody shits on them. You see, it's all about. You know,
Nobody's
What do you
shitting on
mean?
Xbox.
what do you mean? I don't hear
You've been getting
anything.
shit up for like 10 years.
Well, I mean, you've been shitting. They've been shitting their pants for 10 years, but now they're doing well, and people are like, "Oh shit, look at this! Look how
Oh
fat,
my
how
god.
often."
They
Okay, so
just came out with this is an Xbox and everybody shit on the bet. Like, yo, that's
Yeah.
the
Oh my
dumbest thing
god.
ever. That's the dumbest
you-
thing
I
ever.
don't think it was dumb, but I thought it was very clear that they're moving away from the typical console thing. It's like, okay, we lost the console war. Now we can put our games on everything. I mean, we saw it coming. I mean, some of us didn't want to accept it, but some of us did. And we saw the shift. The shift is here. It's over. And now they're just cranking out games. So it's like, if you want to shit on the Xbox console, yeah, sure, keep fucking keep hitting the dead horse or whatever. But now you got games coming out at a pace that nobody's ever seen before, and they're pretty good for the most part. So from me, supposedly being a Sony fanboy and theoretically all the people I listen to should be leaning towards Sony, I'm not hearing people shit on Xbox for the last few months from my side.
No, because they want them games come over there. That's why.
Maybe
When
not.
Xbox games coming over there.
They want all these games coming over.
But you can still shit on it and play their
they want the heat.
games. I mean, I'm
They
just
want that
saying.
heat.
Nah, they will. They will.
No, but you know what? I know how bad it is, bro. That I'd rather play Concord than play Marathon. I'll pay for Concord instead of Marathon.
I hate no offense, because I know you really like those, BJ. Concord is like that one game. Overwatch. Thank you.
Overwatch.
Bro, you cannot pay me to play Overwatch. It's just not my kind of game.
It's kind of the same thing
No
as like Marvel Rivals. Marvel Rivals is kind of like that Overwatch.
My son plays that thing every now and then, and me, I'm like, I have no desire to even play with it for his entertainment. It's not my kind of thing, for sure.
So, but the thing is, here's the thing: like, who's gonna play Marathon? People who are like into that genre. You gonna play Marathon?
Yeah, bro, let's let BJ talk. Let's hear what he's got to say.
No, wait.
No, make your point.
Hold on, let me shit on it. He's trying to make up for Daredevil on this one right here. Go.
No, because I'm gonna keep shitting on Marathon because I don't think it's gonna do well. I think Bungie's gonna shit the bed again, and I don't think.
What do you think is so bad about it?
Studio who made everything about it. The gameplay doesn't look good to me. The concept of the game doesn't look good to me.
What's the concept?
I mean, you already have a game like that, and Rainbow Six. Rainbow Six is kind of like that same kind of game.
Yeah, but that's a different company. That's an old game at this point. I don't know if you realize Rainbow Six Siege came out like almost 10 years ago.
And people are still playing it. And people are still playing it.
Yeah.
Siege is still being played.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean you shouldn't try to make something else,
No, I don't know. Anyways, go ahead, BJ.
Send it, my guy.
So, Bungie
Daredevil
used to be one of my favorite companies, developers. They created the iconic Halo, which is one of the greatest franchises of all time. They passed the reins to 343, which is now not 343 because they shit the bed. But Bungie has had a steady decline. When they came out with Destiny 1, they submitted their feedback, and they wiped their ass with everything that we were saying as a community. They killed Destiny themselves because there was no reason, first of all, to release a game like that without a narrative, right? When Destiny came, it was only multiplayer. There was no real story to it. That shit the bed. Then they released Destiny 2 with our feedback supposedly and made it worse than Destiny 1. Over time, it got better, but there was no reason to release Destiny 2. they shit themselves because if you're gonna build a world, right, with just constant updates, Destiny would have been it. There's no reason to make a part two.
Mm,
Could have just added it as an expansion. It would have been like a World of Warcraft. You don't got World of Warcraft 2 out here.
correct.
How you say it? Cannibalizing themselves?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Bungie is retarded in this sense. They just keep shooting themselves in the foot. This marathon reveal, I agree with you, was straight trash. It was horrible. They start doing like the developers talking. I don't know after you saw the trailer, which I kind of like the video, the 8 minute. Did everybody watch that
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
thought the trailer was
with the
fine.
guy listening to the music and shit? You know,
Right, right. Yeah, I like what they were saying about their like the PS1 and PS2 era and how that played into what they were aiming for, stuff like that. I haven't seen it, but I heard what they were saying, and that's kind of what kind of gave me an open mind about it. But I digress.
well they have like a cinematic trailer that's very long, and it basically shows like a character get involved, like gets shown, and then character gets killed. Then another character comes, that character gets killed, and it's just like a
Yeah,
cycle, right? It didn't really explain much though. Then you get into it, and the developers are talking, and they're talking about like classes and shit. Like we know everything that they're talking about, which was stupid as fuck.
Right.
yeah.
So the way that they revealed it was trash. The concept, I think, is amazing, and I'll tell you why. Did everybody here play the Division?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
The Division was dope to a certain extent,
First one.
right? I think the
Oh yeah.
game got away from them a little bit because they didn't
Supported and shit. Yeah.
Updating. Yeah.
yeah, the way that they should have, in my
It
opinion.
got boring fast,
But
unfortunately.
have you guys ever teamed up and went to the dark zone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
few
Yeah. Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Same concept here, right? You're gonna go hit this, do missions as a 3-man team, and then you have to evacuate yourself to carry your gear with you. So if you decide to get like some epic drop or ultra rare gear
Yeah.
or weapon, you literally have to survive that extraction to get
Yeah.
that gear and hold it so that it will be yours forever,
Bro,
which is a pretty dope ass concept.
So,
you would just unlock
but
some
it's not yours.
PTSD for me,
It,
bro.
but it's not yours forever. That's the other issue. It's not yours forever. It
It's
resets at the
yours
end of the
after
season.
you.
Yeah, you got to get it out.
No,
That's the thing. So like that, you just
everything resets at the end of the season. Everything
missed
resets and you
that.
start all over again.
so there's no.
I missed
You
that.
guys didn't hear that? Yeah. Everything resets at the end of the season of every. They're gonna have seasons like they do everything now, and all the stats like is gonna reset
Okay.
again. So you're starting the
So
game
what's
from
the
scratch
point?
every time.
So what's the point in playing and boosting up your character if they're just gonna reset that? They got that
Right.
either they didn't explain it well, or that'll be something that they have to change. Because why would you do that? Why would
Look it up.
you know if
Look it up.
you're playing Call of Duty or whatever and you're leveling up and you know
Right.
whatever it calls when you max out levels, why would you keep playing if they did
So
that?
I watched a couple videos of people that have played over 100 hours of marathon, and not once did that come up. So I'm not
But it's
sure.
one. But look it up. It's one of the things that they were talking about that I've been reading about. It's like at the end of the season, all the stuff resets and all the gear that you worked your ass off for, it disappears. Kind of like
That sounds a little weird, man.
like Diablo.
That
And-
would be stupid
Yeah,
on that part.
and
on
that's a
their
very
part.
easy fix.
'Cause
Just don't
there's-
do it. You know, like if that were true, everybody dislikes that. They just don't do it. But speaking of the Division, man, you unlock some memories, man, of you getting that gear, you get something awesome, and now you're sitting there and you're like, this isn't mine until I hit those gates and get the hell out of here. And bro, I remember
Right.
being on a rooftop thinking, all right, bro, we're out of here. Extraction's coming, whatever. And all of a sudden, just everybody coming from all over. You're there defending whoever. And then at the end of everything, you take out the enemies and you look at that guy who's on your team and he's looking at you. And that gun comes up and you're like, oh shit, kill this guy. Because now, and it was a battle and that's the thing, you could turn on each other at the last second. And that was what made it
It's
frustrating.
a different type of energy, bro.
Yeah,
like the heightened.
You can't
sense
trust
of-
anybody.
You're talking about being scared. On
Yeah.
this one, I think you're your teams of 3, I think it'll be a little different. But
Yeah. Bro, I played with
at the same time,
okay.
it's a different type of scare. Like
Yeah.
you're looking over your shoulder hard.
Bro, really, I remember I used to play with my brother-in-law and a friend of his from the military, and we would literally have to sit there and say, "Hey, do we trust this guy? Hey, listen, be ready, because it'll be the four of us. Be like, hey, listen." And then at the end, you'll see that guy getting shaky or whatever, and he's kind of like positioning himself in a place that he's gonna do some kind of assault on us, or at least one of us. And all of a sudden, we're like, "Bro, take this guy out," and we'll go take him out, take his gear, and then extract. Bros, hey, if it's gonna be like that, that's I may have to mess with this.
So
I don't
it's
know.
even better in my opinion because it's first person, and not every developer can make mechanics like Bungie. Bungie has the first person multiplayer
Yeah,
shooter down pat. The mechanics are almost perfect. Almost perfect. Like it doesn't get any better than them. So that's my type of game. This is like, yo, Halo.
but
I grew up. I love that shit. That shit took me in first person shooters to a whole nother planet. And now I'll get the opportunity to do it again with some new characters and a funky like cyberpunk style uh world. I think it looks dope. However, I will say this. In my opinion, although Bungie does it way better than BioWare, when it comes to loot, they can work on their game a little bit.
Mm.
And it's not just the loot part. I don't know why I just forgot what I was gonna say. Um Damn. But it'll come back to me. Uh Bungie Bungie's the shit when it comes to that. So the gameplay is gonna be off the chain. Oh, that's what it was. There's not enough classes that they revealed, in my opinion.
right.
Mm.
So I'm hoping that they have something like 25 classes, 20, 25 classes, because other than that, I don't see what the point is starting with 4 classes and
Watch him put
that's
him
gonna
behind a
be it
paywall.
for how long?
Watch him put him behind
Nah,
a
but
paywall.
this is the thing. Like they always do this with the games now. They release unfinished product. They did the same shit with the last Halo. Halo Infinite. It's supposed to be open world now. You can go wherever you want and play the game however you
Mhm.
want it. But they didn't have that game finished, especially the multiplayer. You have no co-op to start. Me and my boys back from when I worked at Best Buy, dude, every single Halo that has come out since we've been working together back in like '08, I think it was like Halo 3, Halo 4, Halo 5, we completed in one night, 1 or 2 nights max, the fucking campaign for these Halos as co-op
Mm.
on Legendary.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
we literally have like a habit of Halo's coming out, we linking up, I'm taking time off from work, and we're gonna fucking beat this shit on Legendary. Like off
right.
rip.
Yeah,
Love it.
that was the same thing with Gears for me. Gears of War, I had my boys online. We all
It could
play
have
co-op,
happened.
or
Yeah, but they didn't even do it on this. You release an unfinished product, and then the story wasn't even fleshed out. If you beat Infinite, you know what I'm talking about.
no,
They ended
I
that
stopped
shit
playing a
like it
while
was
back.
Daredevil. Bruh.
Oh, poor Daredevil.
This guy. Oh man.
Psych.
No, but you know what? I knew when it was bad when there was one point I forgot where part of the show was that the crowd was cheering, and then it showed something, and the whole crowd just went completely mute. Like, what the fuck is this? What are they showing me right now?
Yeah, we'll see, man.
Like,
We'll see. I
really?
mean, we got a lot of that similar.
This is what you're gonna put out? How long is this game in production? 3 years?
I don't know.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you right now though, this is probably like my 1 or 2 game that I'm most hyped for now. I watched
Wow.
like over 3 hours of gameplay,
No
and
Really?
shit,
this gameplay speaks to my soul.
bro. If you buy it, I'll buy it. We're gonna play. We're gonna run it
I'm
together.
buying it. I'm buying it.
I think
If
I'm
you
gonna
guys
get
buy,
it on
if you guys
PC.
buy, if you guys buy me a copy, then I'll play.
Oh, I'm gonna come.
Don't come.
So
Oh,
you're gonna buy it on
Joke,
PC,
joke.
not on PlayStation?
Well, as long as it's like we could
it's
play
gonna be
cross borders,
crossplay.
yeah, and it should be right because it's coming out on everything.
Yeah.
So but I want to get on the Ally, just get connect to Wi-Fi or to internet wherever I am, play it. I just want to have that flexibility of being able to play it on the monitor, be able to stream it well.
Right, right,
So,
right.
I mean,
No, it makes sense. It makes sense.
I'm not gonna lie to you, and I know this is completely off topic here, but the more I think about the future, the more I'm ready to get away from a big console attached to the TV. The more things I do with the Ally that I'm like, dude, I don't need anything more than this. Um, I could see a future where I have my Ally, hopefully with a video card if I need it, and the Switch 2, and just those two things, and that's it. Switch 2
Hmm.
for the best possible version of all these Nintendo games that we've already had. And then the Ally for everything else. I can wait a year for a big Sony game to come out.
But to
Okay.
me, like I told you, like for me, I'm not a mouse and keyboard guy. It's really
But you
hard for
don't
me to play mouse and keyboard.
but you don't have to play mouse and keyboard. Like I started playing
No,
Mass
but
Effect 2 and mouse and keyboard, and I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. And then
yeah,
one day you guys convinced me to just connect the controller, and I started playing with the controller. I'm like, I like this better. I think I like this better because I'm just not used to anymore the whole quick looking around kind of deal. You know?
right. No, I tried to play Delta Force the other day, mouse and keyboard. Man, was it rough? Was it rough, rough, rough? I've never played mouse and keyboard. It was the first time I was trying to play mouse and keyboard, and I had a hard time. I said, "Oh man!"
Mm.
Then I went online trying to look for schemes for the controllers. I could hook up the controller to it because apparently you can, but there's certain things you got to do. And I'm not that savvy with the Ally yet
Yeah.
that I could know.
Did you get the game on Steam? That game,
No,
or
yeah,
was it
well, yeah, it's on Steam.
or it was an
Download it for
Xbox?
free on Steam. Steam.
Okay, and so through Steam, you should be able to set up the controller where you don't have to like sit there and map everything out.
Right. I tried to do that and I couldn't get it to work.
Oh,
I just couldn't figure it out. I couldn't figure it out. So it's one of those things that I just couldn't figure out how to do it. I'm still new to the Ally, so so that's why I'm hoping that this next generation, whether it be Xbox or the next generation of allies, that they do the interface that even like every PC game out there is compatible with a remote.
yeah,
I mean, you still have your choice of mouse and keyboard for those who like it, but also give an option later on, like to have like for people like me who are not keyboard and mouse savvy, that to still be able to play with a remote.
yeah. But I assure you, all these games have remote compatibility. It's just for some reason when
Yeah,
you
no,
opened it up, it wasn't set up. But I
no,
assume.
it says not.
Mhm.
It said it wasn't compatible with controllers, but there's a little thing you could download and whatever or whatnot on it.
Oh, so
Did you
that
take
game's.
off the embedded control on the Ally?
Yeah.
Oh,
It was off.
yeah. So you
No,
turned
it's
off the
off.
embedded?
Yeah,
That's
it
a
was
good
off.
point. That's a good
That's
point.
interesting
Yeah,
because it should work, man.
Yeah,
yeah, I
yeah.
know, but it wasn't working. So maybe I tried it again. Maybe I
Hmm.
didn't disable it correctly.
Yeah,
But it is what it is.
and
But
so
yeah,
that's gonna happen. Like we've talked about, Xbox or Microsoft is working on a software that's gonna become like the operating system for the Allies, which will be good because right now, in handheld mode, it's not easy to navigate. I've gotten used to it already. Like when I went on this trip and we did the podcast, I was able
yeah,
to do everything from my little Ally and a separate monitor and a mouse and keyboard, but
yeah,
it did take a while for me to get to the point where I'm that comfortable. But I can tell you right now, I'm ready for this thing to be my main. So,
yeah. No, I love the Ally, man. Don't get me wrong, I love it. I
fuck yeah.
just wish I was a little better with it, but I'm not. I'm still learning the ins and outs out of it. But like I said, I still play with my Xbox. Mainly, is a lot of my Xbox. So because it's right here, I
Right.
the sexy beast is right. The sexy refrigerator is right here.
He's
You
still a
know.
good man.
Yeah, I love my Xbox, man. I have my PS5 here, and I have my Ally. I got the only thing is not and a Nintendo. Well, this is my systems, and like I said, I've been going back and forth between all three of them. Um, but right now, like my main's been my Xbox because I'm playing Shadows.
Right on,
That's my
bro.
main right now. But bro, I hope not for your sake, PJ, because you're looking forward to this game. But I think this game's gonna blow nuts.
I don't think that
That's just
shit's
my
gonna
opinion.
last. It's a very hard like
It's very niche.
it's like
Niche
a
was a niche. What's
yeah
the word?
niche. Yeah,
Niche.
that's
Niche.
perfect.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be a lot of people looking
And
forward to this.
it's an
Plus
extraction
the
shooter.
skill
That's what it
level.
is.
You're talking
Yeah.
about if I extract a legendary rifle or some armor and shit, and I come into a game and you're basic, I'm gonna run all over your ass.
Yeah. But
So I
I
don't
think
know
that's
how
why
they're
they're
gonna
doing that.
balance that either.
But I think that's why they're doing the season reset of gear every
I'm not
season.
gonna. So this is another thing. Bungie, get in their own way. They did the same shit with Destiny. Like, yo, I don't know what particular stuff it was, but I'm like, this is horrendous. Like, they need to
Oh,
change
because
this.
you have to get like certain level. Every season was a certain level of light you had to be at, and you had to grind to get to the level of light before you could actually compete with anybody.
Oh, but it's
Right?
stupid.
But,
So if
yeah,
I
yeah,
go
yeah. I
in
understand. Yeah.
and then you got some other shit, it's super hard to compete with you.
Right.
If they
And that's the
reset
thing.
all my shit that I work for and I put like 20, 30 hours into it to get that, I'm not gonna continue that. That's stupid. Well, that's a
That
way
was
to get
my
people kicked out.
We gotta look
issue
into
with
that.
Destiny. That was my issue with Destiny because like they had the six people or the six men raids, right? The 6 man raid. I could never do them because I have 6 people to play with, and you had to have 6 people to complete those raids, and I could never play it because they didn't have that option available for everybody online. Like you could just go into a room and get 6 randoms playing together. You couldn't do that. You had to have 5 other friends for you to play those raids, and that drove me nuts. Now the other ones, you could get 3 4 people to play together, but the big raids that there were the big raids every freaking season pass, you couldn't play them. Like the Rat King raid and all that stuff, you couldn't play them because you had to have 5 other players, and it had to be 5 friends. It couldn't be 5 random people together unless you knew 5 of them that they're gonna play together. Then they invite you to a room. But other than that, I couldn't just go into a random room and play with 5 other people, and
That's
I hated
another
that.
thing we was
I
talking about.
hated that.
Yes, perfect point. That was another thing we were talking about. Yo, unless you know people, you can't do these raids. How you gonna
Right,
introduce raids, but you can't come? Like, I'm not very social. I ain't trying to go out there and look for new people to play with online.
right,
Like, I like playing with my boys that I know in real life.
right,
But I need to get into some chat there to get accepted by some people to go do
right. And then get
raids.
invited.
It's not that
It's
that was
bullcrap.
another dumbass thing that Bungie did.
Right.
You know what
That
game
was
did that really
ridiculous.
well is Final Fantasy 14. You could be going around and wherever you want, and you open up your like quest log, and then they had the raids there, and you would check off the raids that you're interested in running, and then I guess it would find
Hmm.
people that are like comparable to you in level or skill or whatever, and then all of a sudden a thing would pop up, and it goes, "There's a group ready to go. Are you ready to go?" And you're like, "Okay." You go, boom, and then you all spawn there, and you go ahead and run it without having to like find people and stuff like that. That's the only game.
And
Mhm.
that's what the division did right. The division did that right. I mean, at the beginning it was a little choppy. You couldn't get everybody into a room, but if you wanted to start one of the little scenarios with 3 other people or whatever it was, you could join a lobby like with random people and play together. Now sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't work. Sometimes it kicked you out and you had to redo it again. I don't know if they ever fixed that or not, but that was I got to play with a bunch of people that way and get like legendary gear and all this stuff before I went into the dead zone. You know, that's one of the things I wish that Bungie would have done with Destiny. Maybe that would have got my attention. Like I would let me play longer, you know, and they would have had that option, which they didn't, and that was straight ass. That I think they shit the bed with that when they did that.
I didn't like Destiny because of the lack of story. When I found out that there was
Yeah.
no story, I was like, all right.
My point exactly. How do you do that? And it's
Right.
such like it's a cool concept too. You know what I'm saying? All of these things is
Yeah.
like it's not as fleshed out as Mass Effect, for example. And
Right.
now that you're playing Mass Effect, you'll see what I'm saying. I think that could be bigger than Star Wars if they do it right.
Right.
But man, Destiny, you got different aliens and stuff. You got all this like interesting stuff that they just didn't flesh out.
Now,
Just
what would be cool? with the next Destiny, with the next Mass Effect comes out, if they do have another Mass Effect coming out, they let you do 4-player co-op.
That'd be
You could pick
awesome.
up you could pick your own, like they say, you could pick Shepard, or you could be Rex, or you could be
Or the
you could be one
Joker,
part of the team. Yeah, like
sneeze and
be
break your
one part.
bones.
Like the four, you could go on and do a mission together, right? Kind of like Halo, right? You guys did the mission together,
Love
and
that.
you have legendary or whatever it is. But like that would be so cool
So, at least
if Mass
3-person
Effect did
team
that.
like they had.
Right.
You
A
that
3-person
would be
team would be
awesome.
great.
Yeah,
Big
Yeah, how
Garrison
fun
on
would that
there.
be?
I would love to play. I love the idea of games that have a multiplayer story mode. Love that. So if Mass Effect were to do that, bro, all over that. That'd be amazing.
How fun, and
I'm
that's what I love
curious to
Gears,
see
man.
what they're gonna do with Mass Effect 4.
Mm.
Because if you completed, well, Chris completed the trilogy, right?
Yeah,
How are they gonna? They have to come up with a different character, no?
And
they
make
have to,
reference to
because
Shepard.
right,
No, but
it
it
has
has
to
to
be
take place
it
like
has to be
years
in a
after.
different.
So
Yeah, right,
I
right.
don't know.
I
Oh
don't know
man,
how they're
I
gonna do
don't
it.
know. That'll be something to
listen,
see.
BioWare did a great job with that game,
Hey, get you
and
some of that
it,
Asari Coochie. You know what I'm talking about, Jay.
is that the one with the fishbowl in the head?
Yeah, the
Is that
Asari
sorry the
that
one with the
live
fish?
like thousands of years. They're all females. The whole
And
race.
they got the fishbowl, right? The fishbowl dome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wait, there's no males in that species?
negative.
Oh, because there's one that I helped out and I thought it was a dude. The one that it.
That's the other dude. That's a dude that look kind of like a little hammerhead shark. What are those?
Oh,
The
like
guy with the
not like
shape,
not like
the
Rex.
alien looking dude. I
No.
forgot the
I don't know
guy's
what you're
name.
talking about.
But you could romance her. You could romance her.
Oh yeah,
Okay, good.
those are
That's
the
what I'm
people to
going for.
run. There's a species like there's like a small fraction of that species that are like serial killers. Like they release certain pheromones and they attract you,
Right.
and like they'll lure you in, rape you, and kill you.
Oh wow.
Oh, that shit gets interesting.
Joke's on you. I
Hey,
like that
which
shit.
which was the species that looks kind of like a praying mantis? The guy's head looks like a praying mantis a little bit.
The Garrett.
Praying
I
mantis.
forgot.
Are they like the ones that are like they
The
talk
guy.
like this like the whole time?
Yes. The Solarians. The Solarians.
Is it Solarians?
The
No,
Solarians.
Oh,
Solarians
Yeah.
don't. Those are the scientists.
the scientist.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The ones that
that guy's funny as hell.
mess with the Krogans. They
Yeah.
made the genophage or whatever.
Right.
That's Solarians. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Solarians.
You
The
got a
Turians.
lot to look forward to with that game, man. I'm telling you.
I'm
And if you
excited.
do the side quests and
I'm
like
doing
you
them all.
don't just speed forward,
On the first
make
game, it was
sure you
hard.
do the loyalty missions at least, bro.
I'm doing all
Do you
side
have a
quests.
chance to keep your people alive at the end?
No, I'm doing all my side quests. On the first game, I didn't do it because I was like, bro, it was hard to like
It's
sit
hard
there.
for the mechanics and shit.
Yeah, I was like, read the text, find the galaxy, go to the thing. At least in the second game, I love what they did where when you're on the map, you see all the galaxies and it shows you what missions are in which one. Like so you could just follow those. It's so much better. So much better. That first game was
Was it the
brutal.
Aquarians you were talking about, Big J?
The
The
Aquarian?
Aquarians, the ones with the
Aquarians?
faces, the ones with the
They're
faces
like
in the
inside
fishbowl?
masks. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the Asari.
Asari is the one with like the hair that
yeah.
goes back like that.
Yeah, like their
Yes, the
little
one
head
that
goes back.
yeah.
But the Turians
Oh
do
yeah,
the
you
same.
could romanticize her. Yeah, that's right. I remember that. Yeah.
Liara
girl?
Tassoni,
Yeah. What's up, girl?
she's dope. And they got in Mass Effect 2, they have one of the dopest DLCs you'll ever play in a game called the Shadow Broker.
Mm.
Oh
Oh, I
man,
never played it.
you have got to play that. That's
Oh,
pretty
I gotta
dope.
re-download it and play it. I gotta re-download and play it. Then.
Okay, so Asari, I pulled it up here. Asari is okay. That's cool, but
She looks like a humanoid, but she has like
The
the hair that goes
Quarian
back.
is the
I
one
guess.
that I was like that I'm trying to romance. That's the one that they look like they have a mask on. Quarians.
You can
Yeah.
do. Well, what are you gonna do? You're gonna stick your penis inside her cup, her mask? Like that don't make no sense.
If she'll allow it.
Get away.
Yeah. So yeah, Solarians are the ones that
As like a little
That's
portal.
like dick slapping Master Chief in the helmet, dog.
But if I have like a little portal, bro, that opens up.
Where's but you know they're missing
Like
one
little
species.
little Loctite portal.
That big thing that looks like a little elephant. So there's
Oh
I know
yeah.
what you're talking about.
Sure.
Yeah, that's the I'm looking
But
it
that's
up right
not
now.
playable characters.
No.
No. That's it starts with a V, right? With a Volvo or something like that.
Wait.
The Volus.
Volus? No, not even.
Solarians,
Is it the Volus?
Quarian-
Man, I wish I could
Yeah,
show you.
the one's like a little elephant that has a little mouth like this in the front. Like a little round thing in the front.
Yeah, but what the ones I was thinking about are the ones that are like excited. Buy something from my store, and it's like
the slow.
Volus.
it's on four legs. It's on four legs, but it doesn't look like it.
The Volus.
No, Volus
is
is
Volus?
a different one. Volus is they stand on 2 feet. I'm looking at one right now, Volus,
Oh.
but I don't know what
If
the
I
other
was
one
going
is.
multiple choice, I would get it.
Yeah, but
Oh.
so anyways, yeah,
Anyways.
that'll be good.
All right.
They have a lot of
Yeah.
cool species in that. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah,
I
amount of
wish that they
variety.
came out with like a series. Like, have y'all seen The Expanse?
The show. Yeah.
The
I've seen
show The
parts of it.
Expanse is off the chain on Amazon.
Yeah, I seen like 1 or 2 episodes of it. I ain't really finished
Oh man, that's one of the best shows on Amazon. Period.
it. It ain't better
Probably
than
the
Daredevil.
best show. Oh my god, bro. Anyway, if they did a Mass Effect show, that thing would take off. If they did it right, and they
Right.
didn't fuck it up like this Halo show or this Daredevil Born Again,
Right.
yeah, that shit would take off.
Whatever. And I'm hey, the show was great.
That's a real
show was good.
costume.
The show was great.
Shit.
Let me see if I can find a Frank Castle and Daredevil one. Hang on, so I can show you that one. How sweet that one looks. How sweet that one. Look at that one, baby, right there.
You gotta look over your shoulder before you pull those out.
Nah, relax, killer. I do what I want.
Marathon is I hope it's fun. I really do.
Me too. I
hope
mean,
the
hey,
fun factor
I'll
is
try
fun.
it with you. Just like with Chris, we
Hey.
jumped on the other one.
BJ, you ain't ready for this, BJ. You ain't ready for this beauty. You ain't ready for this beauty.
Whoa.
So tell me how the Punisher got a dope ass costume in this Marvel series. But this other dude, hey, I think the Punisher even made fun of him for it.
Oh, really? Yo, BJ, you
Make sure
might
to
like
hurt my
this.
feelings tonight, bro.
Hold up.
Are you the nightgown man? Remember that?
Look at that, BJ.
Oh,
Ah, look at this.
Look how big this thing is.
talking about whack shows.
Whack shows, my bro.
This dude
Talking about
said,
whack shows.
Yo, watch out, dude. I'm gonna get slapped.
That's the wackiest show I've ever seen in my life.
Power
Talking
Rangers?
about whack shows, bro.
Yeah.
We just went over a whack show.
It's intentionally
Power
cheesy.
Rangers is just a
Is that
wannabe
what you mean?
Voltron.
Nah.
Oh my god. The
Nah.
Power Rangers.
Power Rangers made the money off of
Rangers is shit.
Voltron.
Speaking of Power Rangers, I'm on season 2. Season 1 was 60 episodes long. And towards
Holy
the end
smokes.
of it, you could see the shift in like quality. And then in the start of season 2, still a little bit cheesy, but the tone changes. And that's when they got the new Zords. And I remember, it's so crazy how many memories get unlocked watching this show. But when they got the new Zords, I remember watching the old Zords go into the lava. And I was like, what are they going to do now? And then they got the new Zords. And I remember being like, holy shit. But I still like the OG, man. I'm committed.
Yeah, the OG was dope.
OG's a shit.
I got the box set there in my garage somewhere.
Oh, the box set of what? Of the
Oh,
Rangers?
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Yeah. Super dope.
Whack.
I can't come over. You might get jacked. But
Jacked
Yeah.
off.
in more than one way.
I might come out like nothing to see here.
They might jack you to jack you.
Yeah, get jacked.
to get checked.
You know, I don't think we ever talked about
Anyways,
what you're playing, BJ. If you're playing anything.
you played
Nah,
Pokemon
man.
Pocket.
So TCG Pocket has well, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty damn good. But they have these ranking systems now. I think I referred to it on the last episode.
Hmm.
So there's like 4 ranks in each category. So Pokeball, 4 ranks, Ultra Ball, 4 ranks, you know, all the way to Master Ball. So Pokeball, Great Ball, Ultra Ball, Master Ball. I'm on Ultra Ball rank 1 and I made it to rank 2, but then I went like a 8 level, like a 8 match losing streak, and I went back to rank 1. So now I'm like 3 more wins away from going back to rank 2. This shit's kicking my ass. I'd be like, yo, I'm gonna get to Master Ball, but Ultra Ball got these hands, dog. Like I can't get past it.
I just wish the
So
drop rate was better, man. The drop rate sucks, man.
yeah, the
I
packs I
I
have not
I,
gotten shit, man.
I
This new
got
pack.
10 packs back to back, like 10 packs, and I get
just
nothing, bro.
just like in real
I got
life.
one card. Sucks
This
ass,
Shining
bro.
Rivalry
Not,
one is broken, bro.
yeah,
It's
100%.
broken. I haven't gotten anything. I'm still missing
No,
like 4 from the collection.
me too.
And then you playing against these people. They got the gold Pokeball. They got all the shinies. Like, I don't understand. I'm
Yeah,
playing
no,
against
it's
these
definitely
people
playing.
online and they got everything. I
Pay
wonder
to
how much
play.
money they're
Pay,
spending.
pay
All
to
of it.
play.
All of it. I
Oh,
don't
but
No,
that's
ask.
crazy, man.
this pack was horrible, man. This new shiny Revelry pack, horrible, horrible, horrible.
Yeah, I agree.
But no, bro, like, it's like I was so frustrated. Like it's like I gotten better cards out of those wonder picks that have gone out of the packs that I've gotten here,
That's wild because I cannot get a one to pick to save my life.
bro. I just got that what's that? Not Riolu. What's the evolution of Riolu? What's the evolution of
Uh,
Riolu?
Lucario,
Lucario. Yes, I got that one
the
out of a
shiny.
wonder pick, whatever it was. I got it
Uh,
out of a wonder pick. Man, no, this is bad.
yeah. So TCG Pocket, they fucking up a little bit. But I've been
Yeah.
watching. I watched this new anime called Solo Leveling.
Oh.
Bro, you mentioned that like 100 times before. You
It's
finally watched it?
picking up.
You
I'm
finally
on
watched
like
after I talked about it? Like,
yeah, bro. I'm
Don't
like
we
on
do that in the
episode
chat
15.
sometimes? Chris recommends a show and then we pretend that we found it ourselves.
yeah,
No, but I
bro.
took the because not only Chris, but my boy who I'm going to Texas in a couple weeks for his wedding.
Yeah,
He recommended it, and like you guys just won't stop every time you bring it up. So I'm like, yo,
bro.
I was gonna
It's
watch
fire,
Demon Slayer, the new season,
right?
and then I'm like, you know what? Let me check this out first. There's only 2 seasons, and
What's
The
it
the
new
on?
season's up
concept
for
is
Demon Slayer?
really dope, bro.
What's it on? Netflix or Crunchyroll?
Crunchyroll is
No,
what I'm watching
Crunchyroll.
it on,
Oh, okay.
Where did
and
you
they got
watch?
an
Is the new
English
season of Demon
dub.
Slayer?
Well, Netflix.
What did it drop already?
I think so because the last season that I watched, they actually tied some stuff up. But remember,
Oh,
the his sister like got fried
right,
up, and then she
right.
that was the last season I saw. I saw that they have
Oh,
another one.
okay. Oh, okay. Okay, I think my kids are caught up because my kids watch it. Not watch it with them, but yeah, man. Go ahead.
So
I'm sorry. I mean to cut you off about Solo Leveling.
nah, solo leveling is pretty dope, man. Like the concept, and I'm
Yeah.
still trying to figure out who it is because I just saw an episode where I think this guy said like it was his father, and that S rank dude was interrogating him.
Mhm.
And then that dude's powering up, and he was like handcuffed, and he was still like,
Oh,
oh
just like
man,
that.
he was strong as
What,
fuck.
what season? What season are you in? Are you still in the first season?
First season, yeah.
Oh, wait till you get to the second season, man. The
So
last four
my,
episodes. The last 4 episodes of the second season are hard.
oh, you mean they
So,
actually tied something up?
no, well, I want
They
something like that. I
actually
want the rules,
closed out a season and did some gangster shit.
bro. It's so gangster, bro. So
Guys,
Yeah,
I'm
man.
gonna
wait
have
till you
to
see
cut
it.
it short on my end because people are freaking
The
out.
kids woke up.
Kids are waking up, and we're in the trenches out here. So,
All right, fellas.
anyways, thanks for joining us. Hope you liked it. Hit the like if you like. Hit the sub if you want to sub. And yeah, man, we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.
Mario
All right,
still got
peace,
a little
guys.
pee pee.
What?
I ain't forget.